What is going on, YouTube? Just thought I would do a quick video on something that I recently found out that I can do, that I was kind of nervous to do when I got the bike. But I noticed in certain gears, I was mostly riding in the fourth gear, but sometimes I wanted to go a little bit faster and went up to the fifth and sixth and seventh gear. And anything above 4 had kind of a loud clicking noise to it, and I knew the derailleur, the rear derailleur, was a little out of whack, and I watched a bunch of videos and it looked super complicated to try to fix that. Turns out it's not that complicated. So I was playing around with it a little bit today, and I'm sure there's a more technical way to do this, but I don't think it was that far out of whack, so I think just a little bit of fine adjustments actually helped, and it's much better now. So I'll show you what I did. Hopefully it'll help you. I think it would pertain to any bike, really, because I think they're all kind of similar, at least with these Shimano gear sets on them. So here, I'll show you what I did. So if you are having problems, it's kind of an easy fix if it's not too major. If the noise or the derailleur isn't too far out of whack, it's a pretty simple fix. So here we go. So again, the 700 series, I've had it about a month. Done a couple of videos on it. I still pretty much ride it every day. Again, you know, battery is amazing. I've got almost 200 miles on it now, and love it. I don't drive my car around town hardly at all anymore. So, like I said, I typically ride in fourth gear, which is kind of where it's at right now. You can see that there. But there are times when I wanted to go to 5 and 6, and there was a little bit of clicking when I was in those gears, and it kind of felt rough, so I just stayed away from it because I wasn't sure how to fix it, or if I just needed to take it to a shop. So I was going to take it to a shop, and then I came out and did a little experimenting and actually figured out how to fix it on my own. So with these bikes, as you know, there's no front derailleur, so that takes you know, half of the problems away, so we don't have to deal with anything in the front. But on the rear derailleur, you can kind of, after watching some videos, I don't know, this arm right here is what moves back and forth when you change the gears, and it moves your chain up and down the sprocket. And I could tell that this part was not fully in line with the 5th, 6th, and 7th gears when it was in those gears. So the gear in the middle is 4, which is what I always rode. So that one's kind of just straight in line with the sprocket. That's probably why that one was pretty quiet. So, but like I said, anytime I went to 5th or 6th, it was kind of noisy and clunky. So, with a little research on YouTube, I found out that this little dial right here, it's just a little thumb screw. And if you twist it back and forth, you can actually see this derailleur move back and forth a little bit, just real small increments. And so I turned it one way about, I don't know, about a turn, and I went out and rode it, and it got worse in 5th and 6th gear. So I put it back to where it was originally, and I went a turn the other way, and it got significantly better. So I went just, geez, sorry about that. So I went one more quarter of a turn to the right, and it was perfect. So, okay, sorry about that. There was a truck going by and a bunch of noise, so I stopped the video because I couldn't hear myself, so I figured you guys couldn't hear me. So hopefully we can stitch that together. So basically this little thumb screw will give you some finite adjustments of the derailleur. I think there's like a high-end stop, so a stop that'll only let it go so far this way, and there's a low-end stop that'll only let it go this far. I didn't mess with any of that because I don't think that was a problem. I could actually cycle through all of the gears. Just the 5th and 6th and 7th gear were a little rough. So I think it's pretty good now. So hope that helps everybody with that problem if you notice it. But all your gears should be very smooth and not really make any clicking noises. So when you get your bike, cycle through them all while you're riding with a pretty low pedal assist, just so you can actually pedal the bike and feel what it feels like, because you'll know it'll feel rough. One other thing in the last video, I remember telling everybody I switched my pedal assist from a 1 through 9 to a 1 through 3. Yeah, I didn't really like that. There wasn't enough, it was too extreme, the changes. From 1 to 2 was a huge jump, and from 2 to 3 was a huge jump. And I know you can adjust the percentages on that, but I didn't have enough variation in my pedals, because there's some places I don't want to go so fast, some places I want to go slow, medium. So I actually did go back to the stock setup. I think it's mostly stock. So yeah, I went back to a 0 through 9, and yeah, I did actually leave it just stock. The only thing I did do was I changed the 9, because it only goes up to 96%. I changed that one to 100%. So when I'm in pedal assist 9, it'll give me 100% of the power. And I also upped my max amps to 22, so that when I want the power, it's 100% there. I can use all 1,000 watts of that burst power. So anyways, that's what that looks like right now. I just actually adjusted the one, and I don't remember what it was at from the factory. So so this one up to 100. And you're good to go. And you can see there the current limit. I think it's stock at 17 amps. I actually bumped that one up to 22 amps. So yeah. So probably going to do a ride tonight maybe, and I might GoPro the ride. I know a lot of people were asking for a ride video. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, because you're either going to just be looking out in front, or you're going to be looking at me, or maybe I'll show the wheels and the fenders and such too. I don't know. So we'll see. I'll see if I can pull that one off. Have a great day. Hey, and I don't do this ever, and I probably should, but if you like these videos and you want to keep seeing them, please subscribe to my channel. I know there's not much out there yet, but I do a lot of fun things. We do a lot of jet skiing as well out here on the Delta. So that's my other baby. So that's baby 1 and baby 2. And I think we're actually going out for a night ride or an evening ride tomorrow. So I might throw up some video of that as well. Sometimes I like to go really fast. Sometimes I like to go pretty fast. So anyways, everybody have a great day. And like I said, subscribe to my channel. I'll promise I'll keep putting up videos to hopefully help you with your pedal assist bike journey. All right, have a great day.